I wanted to talk about that, and so this is my story. Hey, so welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be back doing another video. I was really thinking, like, what do I want to talk about? And I feel like I wanted to share another part of my story, but really wanted to get into moments of our life. And I know I'm not the only one. There's so many stories out there where God has taken an opportunity, taken a moment to really wake us up, to really shake us up and be like, I need your attention. This is high alert. I need your attention. I wanted to talk about that. And so this is my story. Let's talk about it. So I had a dream and it was almost like I seen this light go across my eyes, across my face. And I was sleeping, but I was not all the way in a deep sleep yet. So you know how you're in a light sleep, but you can also like catch yourself like thinking, you know that you still having thoughts. And so I was there. I was in a light sleep, but I was just laying down and I saw that light go across my face. So immediately in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, God, you about to show me something. You about to reveal something to me. I don't know why I felt like that, but that's how I felt when I seen it go across my face. Cause I was like, okay, and then right after I had that thought, it was almost like I felt myself shake. And I was thinking, oh God, this is so bad. What's going on? Like, this is not what I expected. This is not good. I'm being shaken up. Almost like somebody was doing my head like this. I remember waking up after that and I just thought like, that's not what I expected. Like, God, what? I thought you were about to show me something. Like I was about to have this deep revelation. I thought, it was about to be something real intense, something spiritual and deep, all the things. And I remember telling this to my sister, just explaining to her my dream and just telling her, man, I had this dream, I had this experience. I don't know what it means. I don't know what God was trying to show me. I know what I felt. I know what I saw. I know, that there was something happening, but it's just not what I thought. It's not what I expected. And I feel like it means something, but I'm not sure. And so in my mind, I was thinking, oh, this is something dark. Like this just felt like confusion. Like, this is nothing but the enemy. This is just confusion coming into my life. When I explained it to her, we were both kind of just trying to figure it out. I remember she said something to me, and it's so funny because later on it made so much sense, especially now. Like she was like, to me, Britt, that sounds like a wake up call. That sounds like, God is trying to get your attention. And so I was still, just kind of meditating, thinking about it days after. Feel like later on, especially now, like it's so clear as day now that that was the beginning of God trying to get my attention. And it's crazy because I know that I'm not the only one that has experienced this. So many others out there have had moments where God has taken time to wake them up, to get their attention. For some of us, that looks different from others. It could be from a dream, it could be something that he actually allows to happen in our day-to-day life to wake us up, to get our attention and be like, hey, I need your focus. I need you to pay attention. There's something on high alert in your life. There's something on your life that I need you to pay your attention to. Or it may just be like, hey, you're going every which way, your mind is everywhere, and I need you to focus on me. I'm trying to get your attention. I'm trying to get you to lock in and lean into me because there's something going on and I need you to pay attention. I need you to be on alert. I need you to be watchful. I need you to take me as priority in your life. And, again, for all of us, that looks different. That could be God is calling you or pulling you to get your attention because maybe there's a mandate on your life. Maybe there's a call in your life. And he's like, you've gone far enough for too long and no longer am I going to allow you to continue because I am your father. I am the one who has called you. I am the one who has created you. And I need to get your attention. I need you to pay attention. And it's so easy for us to get caught up in the hustle and bustle in life. I know for me, I can get like that. My mind can be occupied with so many different things. I have so many different file folders open in my mind and get anxious and God may be telling me just to be still, to calm down, settle down. That's a word I recently got. Just to calm down. During that time of my life, I was in a space where my mind was literally everywhere. I was working. I was also like watching my daughter as well. She was like, what, maybe 1.5, maybe 2 years old at that time. But I was still working at home while also trying to watch her. It was a lot going on. My mind was everywhere. I was literally running on fumes, and I didn't realize how bad it was until I no longer was working. God called me out of that job, thank God. I have never been terminated from a position ever, but I feel like God allowed that to happen. It was just too much. I was trying to work and make phone calls while also watching my daughter, and just it was just a really bad situation where my mental space was over capacity. It was like I was running on fumes. I was not able to steward and handle things around me well. I wasn't able to steward myself well. I didn't realize how bad it was until I was no longer working and God set me and pulled me apart from that job. I was like doing something in the kitchen. I think I was like preparing food or whatever. And I literally felt my mind racing. It was like I was no longer in the responsibilities that I was before when I was working and doing all this. I actually had a moment where God like literally pulled me out of that routine, that daily routine, to where I believe he was able to get my attention. It wasn't just about being at home with my daughter. It was about him getting my attention from literally keeping my mind is what I felt like, because in that space I was like, how was I able to function like I was? How was my mind going at the rate it was going? It was so bad that when I was in the kitchen preparing food, I almost had to like catch myself in that number because my mind was still spinning, even though I had slowed down. My pace from day to day responsibilities and tasks and all that had slowed down, but my mind was still going and moving at the rate it was before. And I was like, how was I doing that? How did I not go crazy? The way that my mind was literally spinning and still, just moving from thing to thing, like literally physically, I could feel my mind was just still going at a pace that was not healthy, that was not good. The anxiousness that was on my mind, the speed that my mind was going on, literally from thing to thing, not being able to complete a thought, not being able to complete what I am supposed to do next. And, I could say all that was due to postpartum, which I think I was still experiencing a little bit. But I think that was also because I allowed myself to go into a space that was not healthy. It wasn't just the brain fog that may have been a part of it, but it wasn't just that. It was that I got myself in a place to where my mind was literally depending on myself. I was no longer depending and leaning onto God and his grace and his peace. I didn't have that. I did not have that. I was just going off of Britney. Some of you may know, like I know, like there's only so far you can go on living and operating in life off of your own strength, off of your own understanding, off of your own energy, if that even makes sense. Like not even depending on God to grace you through a season, not depending on God to grace you into something. And that's also how I know I was not supposed to be working anymore, because I feel like the grace was just off of it. I probably should have let go of that job right after my time off from maternity leave, but I didn't. I kept pushing through, kept pushing. I was like, I can do this. I can work at home. I can still, watch my daughter. I could make it. And I was struggling, y'all. I was in a place that it wasn't healthy for me and it wasn't healthy for those around me. And so, anyway, back to the dream. I just feel like, that God was trying to get my attention. He was trying to get my attention because there was a plan, because there was an alert on my life. There was an awakening that needed to happen, and I needed to stop and pay attention. Like so bad to where it was like he had to literally shake me in my sleep and be like, wake up and pay attention. Pay attention. Your eyes are not on me. Attention is everywhere else but me. Your priorities are not right. I need you to pay attention because there is something that is going on in your life. There is movement that needs to take place in your life. There is something that I have you to do. There's something that I need you to step into. There's something that I need you to embrace. There's something that I need you to pay attention to, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to see me. And right now, I need you to see me. I need you to pay attention to me. And so I feel like he allowed that dream to happen. And that just came back to, my memory here recently. Like, man, that really was during a time where I feel like God literally pulled me apart from everything and brought me to himself. Yes, it felt like a moment of wilderness where nobody was around, nobody could understand. I didn't even understand what was going on. But it was like God was pulling me to himself so that he could pour into me, so that he could get my attention, so that he could really show me what he wanted me to know, what he wanted me to understand, because where my mind was, I could not comprehend it. Where my mind was going and headed, I was going to miss it. I was going to miss him. I was going to miss a move. I was going to miss a moment in time on my path, on my journey that was critical. It was critical for where I needed to go. Could God allow me to go through that and restore me later? Maybe, possibly. I'm sure he can. He's able to do anything. But I feel like there are moments in time where God steps in. He's like, no more. You've gone too far like this. I'm not going to let you keep going. He's a good father. And he steps in. He's like, no, you've gone too far by yourself. You've gone too far. You've extended yourself too much. You are at capacity and you can no longer go anymore. The grace is not there. I need you to stop and pay attention, because if you do not, something is going to happen. Whether it be physically, you're going to find yourself going crazy. You're going to find yourself being sick. Sometimes it's even about our health. Because God cares about the entirety of who we are. He continuously reminds me of that even now. Like, it's not just about the call that's on your life. It's not just about purpose. It's not just about, you know, what his will is for your life. All those things are important, but God cares so much about us that he even cares about our sanity. He cares about our mind, our mental space. He cares about our physical bodies. He cares about mind, body, soul, and spirit. He cares about all of that, and he cannot get to us in spirit where he wants us to be if something is going on in our mental space, if something is off with our emotions, if something is off because something in our heart is not right. He cares about the entirety of who we are. He cares about us. It's about soul care. It's about, the heart. He does heart checks. He evaluates and examines our mind. It is God who is the lamp. In the Bible, it talks about that, how God is the lamp within our spirits, within our souls, and he is able to check out and see what's going on in us. He is able to check out and see what's up. And for me, I was in a place where it was not good. It was not good. And where I was headed, I don't know. Another part of my story. A little bit later, I remember meeting a woman and she said, if you do not start taking care of yourself, you are going to find yourself in the hospital, girl. If you do not stop and take care of yourself, you're gonna find yourself in a place you don't wanna be. You need to take care of yourself. And she was like, "You're almost there." It was like she said, "It was almost like a light bulb that I see in you." And she's like, "You're almost there, but you got some more to go. You got some more work to go, because what you have in you, you have a light in you, but it's not 100%. You're not there yet. You need to stop and pay attention." So I just wanted to share you. Maybe this is a two in one. There's so much more in my journey, especially in that part in particular where God was trying to bring me back. He was trying to bring life, breathe life back into me. He was cheering me on. And just like he is with you now, he's cheering you on. He's rooting for you. He's saying, keep going. He's saying, stand up, get up. I need you to get up. I need you to pay attention. I'm counting on you to do this. I'm rooting for you, and I'm going to do whatever it takes on my part to do that. But I need you to pay attention. I need you to give me space and opportunity and room to help you. How can I help you? How can I grab your hand if you will not let me? If you're not even able to take a moment of stillness just to pay attention and see me, to stand still and see me, to see the salvation of the Lord, to stand still and focus on me and to know that I am here. Hello, I'm here. I am here. I've never left. I've always been there. I'm here. But I need you to pay attention, because there's some things that's going on in your life that I need you to pay attention to. There's some things in your life I need to shine light on. There's some things I need you to pay attention. There's some desires within your heart that I know that you want, that I've even placed inside of you. But I cannot get you there. I cannot bring it to your attention. I cannot bring fulfillment in your life if you do not wake up and pay attention and see what's going on. See me. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. a verse that is continually being pressed upon my heart even now. And so I just wanted to share that with you because maybe you will not have a dream like I did. Maybe this video is confirmation to you. Maybe God will show you at a later time. Maybe this has already happened to you and you can vouch and be like, yes, God will do it. He'll do whatever it takes to get your attention. God is so gentle. He doesn't do anything to harm us, but he knows his children and he knows what it's going to take in order to get our attention. Some of us are a little bit more hard headed than others. Some of us are a little bit more stubborn. Some of us have gone a little bit further than where we should have went. And he said, I'm not going to allow you to go any further. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And I need you to wake up. I'm going to shake you up so that you can see. God does shake us up sometimes. He does what it takes to shake us up and get our attention because it's that important to him. It's that critical to him. It's that necessary to him for us to have our eyes on him, our attention on him, for us to focus. Sometimes we get so caught up in life. We get so distracted by life. We get so distracted by our own self, by what's going on in our life. Oh, poor pitiful me. Oh, I'm going through this. Or even we get stuck in our past that where we can't even see the future. We're just stuck. And he's like, I want to pull you out of that place. I came to give you life and to give you life more abundantly. I came that you may have a hope in a future. If God meets us where we are, but he doesn't want us to stay there. He wants us to grow. He wants us to move. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. We have to have the faith and the belief. And belief means that if you believe something, your feet are going to get moving to that. You're going to get to work. You're going to move. There is movement attached to faith. There is movement attached to believing. In the Bible, there's so many stories and instances where people had faith. Why? What was the evidence of that faith? There was movement. They did something. They did not stand still and do nothing. Because they have faith and they believed it, they reached out. They did whatever it took to get to Jesus. They did whatever it took to show, God, I believe you. Jesus, I believe you are who you say you are. You're going to do what you say you're going to do. There was action back behind their faith. Faith without works is dead. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. What did Jesus say plenty of times? Because of your faith, you are healed. Because of your faith. Because of your faith. Because of your faith. You really believe what it is that you say you believe. Do you really have faith in God and trust him? God will give you the hope that you need. God will give you the peace that you need. But is your faith backed up? Is there evidence of your faith in your life? So I just wanted to share this video because, that was just on my heart and my mind. And I was just like, man, I remember that moment. You marked my life for real, God. You marked my life. You still having moments where you mark my life. Well, I will never forget. I will never forget how you came in and you intervened, how you showed up and the mercy that you showed me. It may not have felt like mercy then. It may feel like you caused me to suffer then, but it was mercy on my life because you wanted me to be with you. God, he doesn't go in a thing to lose any of his children. He will do what it takes to keep you. He will do what it takes to keep you in his will. He will do what it takes to keep your attention, to keep your eyes on him. He is a jealous God. And by that, he is a loving God. That's deception. He comes in and he fights to keep. Do you understand? He fights to keep what is his so that you know that you are loved beyond measure. He fights to keep and he wants you to know the truth. He wants to reveal to you the truth. God is a God of love and he fights to keep you and he wants to know that where he is where you need to be. You belong to him. You are safe in him. You are safe in his arms. And there's a plan and there's a future for you. He has great plans for you. He has great intentions for your life. He doesn't just want to use you. He wants to love you. He is not one just to use you any which way. If you're a child of God, if he has called you into himself, if you've received him, he's not just going to use you, but he's going to love on you because he cares about the entirety of who you are. He is a holistic God and he cares about every portion, every part of who you are, down to the little things, the minor things, to the big things, the big plans. He cares about your gifting. He cares about the call that is on your life, the mandate that is on your life, the mantle that is on your life. But he also cares about how you take care of yourself. He also cares about the things that keep distracting you, the things that keep getting in the way. There's some things that cause delay in our life that did not come from him. Some things God does allow delay because it may not be time yet, but there are some things I believe that cause delay and hindrance to our life that he did not will. And he cares about those things. He wants to get those things out of the way. He wants to deal with those things if you'll just hand it over to him. And sometimes, being a loving and a merciful and compassionate God, he won't wait on you. He'll go ahead and deal with it. He'll go ahead and cut those ties. He'll go ahead and allow those distractions to be killed off. He'll go ahead and allow some things to be cut off. Maybe you didn't have enough strength to do it. Maybe you didn't have enough strength to put that thing down. So he said, "Okay, I'll take care of it." There's great measures into how God can come in and do the impossible in our life and show mercy upon our life. He is a God of mercy. His love and his mercy endures forever. And he is going to do his part to make sure that you know that he's a loving God. He is going to make sure that he does his part to honor his word and to move upon the things that are on his heart. There's some things on his heart for you, and he is going to make sure that he sees it through. He is going to make sure he comes sees about you, and that may look different from each person, but he is gonna make sure of it. You're not gonna leave this world without there being much, much, much evidence of the love of God that is on your life, the mercy of God that is on your life, the grace of God that is on your life. So maybe you are at that place where God is saying, "I need you to pay attention. I may need to shake some things up in your life. I may need to do something so that you can see me." For me, it was this bright light going across my face, and I could not help but notice it. It woke me up. But for you, that can look different. And so I just want to end this video and say that you are loved, that you are valued, that God wants to get you to a place that you are paying attention, that he wants to get you to a place to where you are so sober and alert in your mind to where you can perceive him. God says, "I am trying to do a new thing." What does it say in the scripture? Do you not perceive it? Do you not see it? Are you not paying attention? I'm trying to do a new thing. Where are you at? Is this happening? There is movement that has taken place. My word has already gone out and it will not turn back to me void. It is happening. But where are you? Do you not perceive it? Do you not have the understanding? Because I do. I know what I'm doing. But where are you in this? I may need to get your attention. I may need to shake you up. I need you to know that you're on high alert. You're on my radar, and I'm coming. What you do with it is up to you. What you are able to receive from God is up to you. Whether you accept the invitation, whether you accept the call on your life is up to you. What you decide to do with those moments and those opportunities where God is trying to get your attention is up to you. It's up to me. It's on us. But we can never go through this life and say, "God did not try to get my attention," that God was not there, that God was not around me and surrounding me and giving me opportunities, whether he has tried to reach out to me through people, whether he's tried to reach out to me through disruptions, whether he has tried to reach out to me by closed doors, whether he's tried to get to me through dreams, whether he's tried to get to me through incidents, maybe even accidents. What has it taken God? What will it take, God, to get your attention? And so that's all. I just wanted to share this story. Tell me what you think. This is something, again, that's just been on my heart, and I feel like I needed to share it. So you're more than welcome to talk to me in the comments. Tell me, have you had these situations where God has had to wake you up to get your attention? So again, feel free to like, subscribe, and tell me what you think.